guys are back at the castle for a little bit as you wait for him to get his things. And Marta's walking you down the hall and is like, "So, did you like them? Aren't they just darling?"
They are interesting.
They seem like a lot of fun.
Gilly is for sure. Harold's the serious one. He's trying to be, I hate to say, he's just trying to really kiss ass, as the cool kids say, I hear. It's a new saying.
They say
They're
brown nose.
That could be true too, but I hear that's a bit more insulting. But no, he's just pretty much trying to get on his father's good side, I guess. Despite him being literally picture perfect. It's ridiculous.
Do you like him?
Harold? Goodness, no. I need someone with much more adventure.
So you prefer Gilly?
She likes Gilly.
Gilly is much more entertaining to talk to and have fun with, but she is absolutely a little tyrant. For sure. She keeps the paladins on their toes. That's absolutely true. But
as long as they stay.
Have you ever needed to watch over Hamlet?
Me? No, Hamlet has only the guards. The guards and a cleric.
Only the
I hear.
guards?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know which cleric is attending to him?
Oh, I have no idea. It's usually like this old guy that's been in the family for eons, it seems like. So, he's one of the higher priests in one of the churches of the egg. So.
Does the king and queen care about these conversations that he has solo?
They don't care about what I have to say solo, because at the end of the day, I do my job and I do it well. And I only say what they would say. So. And then the kids, they don't really pay attention to them. Really, Gilly gets ignored for the most part, and then Harold and Hamlet are usually there. They're front and center focus half the time. More so Harold, but unfortunately it goes on to Hamlet because of how he is, I guess.
And his father favors Hamlet.
Yeah, somehow. Don't know why or how, because Harold honestly seems like the perfect king. Maybe it's because Harold's actually, I hate to say nice and dutiful, but he's nice. Where Hamlet, I think, has more of his father's brashness and cold-heartedness. I mean, his father is the one that enslaved dwarves and elves. No offense, Winslow and Jarvis. But, I mean, it's been enacted, and he had a chance to reverse it and didn't. He upheld it very strong, saying we needed the labor.
Quite.
Times have changed, but...
Times haven't changed that much.
It is what it is. I think it's good that they have jobs secured, so...
You're absolutely
It's
right.
unfortunate that they're property, but they are secure. So, I have to follow what the law says, and that's what the law says.
That's
so
right.
would you prefer that the elves and dwarves are free, ma'am?
I'm not allowed to say, unfortunately.
Of course you're not. How ridiculous.
But I will always stand by the egg and the royal family.
Does
no, I think
Hamlet believe in the enslavement of elves and dwarves?
I think you heard it from Hamlet himself. Everyone bores him. So.
Well, when you're boring...
He probably doesn't care one way or another then.
Oh, Hamlet's far from boring. He's just in his own world, I guess is the best way to put it.
That's weird.
To himself.
You'll get to know him soon enough. He'll need to go out of the castle walls, I think, in a few days or so. So he'll probably be the next one you go with, if anything. So, his are scheduled, unfortunately, where Harold and Gilly kind of have free reign of that. Hamlet's are very scheduled and strict and thought out, I guess is the best way to put it.
And where does he go when he's allowed out?
He normally goes to the churches, or pretty much any government official building tends to be where he goes.
To do what?
I have no
He's
idea. I
likely
don't go with
building
them.
he's likely building friendships and partnerships with people of power. By the
Yes,
way,
a man like that.
one last question. I have about siblings, that is. Any of them ever, well, quietly or unquietly been responsible for any incidences or tragedies that the kingdom would rather not let common folk know about? You've already let us in this far. There's no point in keeping secrets like that from us, especially if we might have to commit an atrocity.
Uh,
Goodness, we wouldn't want to do that.
n- Hamlet, he's just odd. Odd things happen around him, and he's just very unemotional. Nothing gets to him, nothing bothers him, nothing excites him. He's just there. And I hate to say it, but sometimes I just feel like he knows what I'm going to say next almost. Like, he just always predicts things. He has a really good intuition.
And yes,
I
Profit,
feel like
maybe.
there's something she's not telling us.
Is he a mind reader, man?
I don't know. I'm just a maid here. I really just kind of watch them, and I'm one of the queen's right hand women
How
that she goes to.
closely do you watch them?
The children, I only watch Harold and Gilly. And even then, it's just in the courtyard or in the for a little bit. And even then, it's with paladins. So, or I help get them ready for any ceremony or ball or anything they're going to.
How closely will we be working with these paladins?
They're pretty much the city guard. They're everywhere. There's a whole thing for them. Their whole upkeep or their whole guild hall or whatever you want to call it is in Florentine. So that's where the main branch is. That's where Harold's hoping to get to. He wants to be the head of the paladins, but he's also working to be the king. So I don't know how that's going to go. So, I don't know what. It depends what the king does, honestly. I feel like Harold's just making a backup plan at this point.
That's
For
fair.
whatever
Try
reason.
to. Sorry. Could I try to use intimidation with Satins to see if she knows more?
Yeah. You can most
Did you say
certainly
yeah?
intimidate her. Yeah, go ahead. You can
All
intimidate
right.
her.
If it
answer.
fails, I'm gonna say a completely different thing.
Okay.
But just to go.
Let me see what you're gonna say. Let's see.
Why can't I see it? No.
You got 10.
I have 10.
you can
Did
hover
I
over
fail?
it to see it.
I didn't mean to click it twice, so my bad. So, out of 10, did I do it?
I mean, I want to see what you're gonna say first. If you can
Okay.
roleplay it well, then I don't care about
All
the 10.
right.
But we'll see.
What's your name again? Trying to keep
Her
my character
name's-
smarter than you.
Her name's Marta. And I also gave you guys a little note section, so if you guys want to write notes, be my guest.
Indeed.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So Marta, I have one more question for you before we carry on. At least before I am willing to hush. So, you hesitated a little bit when I asked about if there were any atrocities in the name of the children or anything that they may have sullied with. I'd like to think that we're going to survive a little longer than the last few groups. So, would you like us to stay with them? The people that will likely stay with them even if we do bad things? Or would you rather risk them meeting a new group that may not like whatever they're doing? Hamlet may have had others run off on him, but it might be worse than that for Harold or Gilly if other people come in. Not everyone that comes in is good. After all, even Miles hates one of our own.
What does that have to do with anything?
I
I
glare
don't
at Miles.
hate. I don't hate. I simply think that this one is reaching beyond their station, and that should be looked down upon.
Semantics. But just as you don't like Winslow, someone may not like the princes and princesses. And if we know what we're working with, we can decide right here and now whether or not we're up for the task, or if we might be replaced by someone who will only say they are until further details.
I'll be honest. I hear rumors about Hamlet, but I don't know if any are true. There's always been speculation on if he did something to the previous group. We don't know. No one knows.
What are the rumors?
The rumors?
Indulge me.
The rumors are that he killed them, but when he came back, he wasn't covered in blood. He wasn't traumatized. He wasn't disheveled. He just stood there as he normally does and just said,
Yes.
they walked off. And that was that. And it's happened twice now. Other than that, everyone says he killed them. Everyone says he's hiding them somewhere. There's even these crazy rumors that someone said they sent them to another timeline or dimension, which is preposterous. But no, there's just no one knows what happened to him. It's like they were just taken away by the gods. And he's just so not affected by anything. It's surreal. It's surreal that a child of his age would be so just cold to that, which I think is what the king loves in him, that he's unaffected by things, which would be good for a king. So, but it's just creepy. He just gives off that vibe and that chill, and that's why all the women want to marry him, unfortunately.
Ah, yes, the suicidal women. We're loving that mystery.
Pretty much.
You don't have anything to say. So you don't have anything else to say about the other two? Not whatsoever.
No. Gilly just talks about this sister named Ginger that never existed. And then Harold is as straight as an arrow. He does everything his parents say. He stays to the book. He does everything he can to be the perfect king, talk to the locals and insert himself, train constantly. The man is training with a sword, literally. Mainly he uses a great axe. That's his preferred weapon, but he's just always, and I mean always, doing something to like just be better. So it's wild to me that this is what's going on. So, but yeah,
Thank you for your honesty.
that's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't know much about Hamlet. Only those that work with him do. So
How often
I wish I
are
could
his
be more of
siblings
help.
around him?
They all are usually busy doing their own thing. They don't really spend a lot of time together except for meals and then events. Usually anytime there's a ceremony, they try to stick together. At least Gilly sticks near Hamlet because she feels bad for him. And then Harold is off trying to find the woman he's going to marry. So, from what I've seen, at least when they're hosted here, I don't go to the ones that are not hosted here. So,